The following program is intended to educate and inform. We discuss cannabis being used as medicine, the culture, science, and controversy of cannabis and cannabis laws. We do not advocate any illegal activity. Moth Networks and their associates do not claim to be lawyers or doctors, nor do they represent themselves as such. All their comments and views are of their own personal opinion and personal experiences. Opinions and claims made by the guests and advertisers on Moth Networks are their own, and all parties agree to the Moth Network use and policy agreement. Moth Network and Moth Network associates cannot be held legally responsible for the statements of the host or of their guests. We encourage all listeners to learn their constitution, to assert their rights, acknowledge their duties, and know their individual state laws.
You are now tuned in to 710 Radio. We are the newest and hottest independent radio station in Colorado and on the internet. The fans named the station. With over 1 million visitors and over 10 million hits. Oh yeah, our website is going bananas. We are the newest and the hottest. This is 710 Radio. 24/7 radio. Stay tuned and tell a friend. The Dabber's Choice. With hot shows 7 days a week.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole
LMW Agency. That's LMW Agency. It's the home of One Blunt Radio. It's the home of 710 Radio. It's the home of Cannabis University and Cannabis Museum. Yes, you can contact us at lmwagency1@gmail.com. It's the home of Olympic Newts. Yes, it's the home of Moth229.com. Moth, medicine of the herb. You can find Olympic Newts right now in stores like HTG Supply, like Grow Depot, like the Speak Easy Vape Lounge in Colorado Springs, heading to Humboldt County. LMW Agency, the home of Blunt TV, cable TV, coming soon.
I just graduated from Cannabis University.
Ooh, a university man.
I learned all about the law.
Oh, you bad boy.
And I learned how to grow my own medicine all in one day.
All day?
I learned other things too.
Cannabis University, teach me.
Call 303-886-7998 or go to CannabisUniversityInc.com.
What's up, my 710 Radio listeners? Rick Wainwright here, and I want to tell you guys about a church that I am a member of and support fully. They're called Green Faith Ministries, NAC, and they are the nation's first and only state and federally approved non-denominational cannabis church. They've been serving the community with cannabis-friendly church services, educational events, and outreach programs. We only grow with your support, and our services are fully funded through donations from patients, patrons, and community supporters like yourself. Green Faith Ministries is a branch of the Native American Church and is a religious charity organization. So I ask you to please support our work with a tax-deductible donation today at www.greenfaithministry.com. Because your faith with Green Faith Ministries is a match designed by the Creator.
Oh shit. Hello?
What's happening, bro? Happy 420, man.
Happy 420! You got some weed?
Yeah, you know I got some weed, man.
I'm at home. You wanna come over?
Yep, I'm on my way, my nigga. I'm on my way.
Come right now. Hurry up right now. I'm trying to get high right now.
All right.
High. Oh. God damn it. I'm burning this shit up.
Kevin Pistol. Well, if it's Wednesday, I'm on my way to Platte Valley. Gotta hit the wax room, get some of that wax, man. Why? 'Cause I dab. I like that ear wax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast. Dab. A little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you. I'm from the Mile High City. We all about elevation. We earned our reputation, best indica in the nation. Have you seeking ventilation, choking and coughing up a lung? Bell already been rung and we just barely begun. We blowing sour diesel, cushion Cindy 99. Too many strains to name, 150 different kinds. You say you a heavyweight, but I can kill that fast. Take you to Platte Valley, get you that earwax hash. Be ravenously hungry, box of cereal going to sleep. 2 in the afternoon and homie ain't made a peep. He over there counting sheep like a shepherd. Welcome to Colorado, we capital for the record. Pass a catching man and Decker, Af, record blue dreamer, and a real Jack Flasher. Then you get to graduate to earwax hasher. A blue dreamer and a real Jack Flasher. Then you get to graduate to earwax hasher. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast. I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah. I dab. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast. I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah. I dab. You can dab it, pack a bowl, or roll a blunt. It's gonna work for you. Fuck it, homie. Go for what you want. Peter Piper puffed a pound of Platte Valley, then left town confused, thinking, where was that Cali? Nah, it was Colorado where the buzz do it big. We trim and clip and then we put a buzz to your wig. 420 ways to have you walking through the sky. John never tried to tell you about that Rocky Mountain High. Colorado, big buzz like a bag of avocado. Puff past the model, don't pass the bottle, pass the blunt. Yeah, now that's what I want. She was asking what's that? I said that's that hash. Come here, baby, I'm about to wax that ass. Wax on, wax off like it's karate. Y'all weed Danielson, I weed Miyake. Damn, I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast. I dab, shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah. I dab. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast. I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah. I dab. I like that earwax hash. I like that earwax hash. I dab. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast. I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. Dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah. I dab. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast. I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. Wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah. I dab. I like that earwax hash. A little dab will do you, blow your wig back fast. I dab. Shatter, just a little dab will do you. The wax room Wednesday, thank you, hallelujah. I dab.
To all the people voting, bowls and blunts smoking, vaporizer bags and water pipes got you choking. Let me see the kind of Mary Jane that you're toking. Advertise the fact that your sack is out of poking. All the babies growing, rain, shine or snowing. 1,000 watts, super metal, halide glowing. Got the heady toss from a steady set of cloning. Harvesting my crops, ready, set, let's stone it. Cause I'm medicated, I'm talking Wild West weed. The Green Booty is the best in Mile High. That's a bag full of the perks, at least a cutie and a half of nothing but the OG dirbs. And if you don't have some of that, well then you better put in work, cause I need a flock of bats and some Shiskaberry birds. I'm a minister of moja in the marijuana church, and my pot is the most potent. If you cough, it's gonna hurt. To compete is just a token, cause they say that Medi's first. Cause I got more heady grass than the PGA's got turf. Cause I'm medicated, I'm talking Wild West weed. The Green Buddha is the best in Mile High. Cause I'm medicated, all the greenest of the greens. Got a pocket full of nuggets in my own home scene. Cause I'm medicated, I got a pound in my sack. My whole family is legal, what you think about that? Cause I'm medicated, the cops better cut me slack. They can take my weed from me, but I'll always get it back. I'm the freshest of the crew, cause I got the freshest weed. And the freshest is the bestest, irregardless of the need. If you feel the need to test us, well, we're filled with THC. That's because the Lord has blessed us with an herb-producing seed. So to hell with all your crack, heroin, amphetamines. You can keep your psycho drugs, your benzodiazepines. So I'm keeping all my thugs medicated on the greens. Mary Jane is who I love, and I know that she loves me. Cause I'm medicated, I'm talking Wild West weed. The Green Buddha is the best in Mile High. Cause I'm medicated, all the greenest of the greens. Got a pocket full of nuggets in my own home scene. Cause I'm medicated, I got a pound in my sack. My whole family is legal, what you think about that? Cause I'm medicated, the cops better cut me slack. They can take my weed from me, but I'll always get it back. Pay attention right here to my AK-47. We be growing that all day. Got you high as heaven, so the only thing you're gonna say is whether near a 7-Eleven. Do they do it my way? I'ma roll another one when I get done with this, Jay. We gon' smoke a ton of fun like Goodyear's on the highway. Choking in a funnel, one like tunnel in a funnel cake. If they think I've come and done, well, you can tell them I say. Cause I'm medicated, I'm talking Wild West weed. The Green Buddha is the best in Mile High. Cause I'm medicated, all the greenest of the greens. Got a pocket full of nuggets in my own home scene. Cause I'm medicated, I got a pound in my sack. My whole family is legal, what you think about that? Cause I'm medicated, the cops better cut me slack. They can take my weed from me, but I'll always get it back. All the people loading, bowls and blunts smoking, vaporizer bags and water pipes got you choking. Let me see the kind of Mary Jane that you're token. Advertise the fact that your sack is alcohol poking. That's right. Cause I'm medicated. To all the people loading, bowls and blunts smoking, vaporizer bags and water.
What's up, everybody? Good evening. This is 710 Radio Moth 22.9, and I'm your host, Rick Wainwright. Man, I hope you guys had a great night and a great day today. Man, if you're in Colorado, I hope you're staying dry right now. It's raining like crazy here where I live. Man, it was nice to get those several days of sunshine. The rain is back. But, you know, it's graining things up here in Colorado. So, man, let me tell you, tonight we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects. If you guys haven't already figured out what that subject is, man, we're going to talk pot. Marijuana, cannabis, however you want to call it, we're going to talk pot. So, man, I tell you, last night was a good show. Hopefully tonight we're going to have just as good of a show. Before we start, I have a story from Huffington Post in the weird news section. I like to read that section every now and then. I mean, it gives you a chuckle, man. I mean, some of the stuff are pretty funny. So this is, of course, by the Huffington Post, and the author is David Moy. And the article says, man shoots himself in the foot to see how it feels, Colorado police says. Okay. Some guys shoot themselves in the foot, metaphorically. But only Adam Hurdle, knows if it's worse to do it literally. And he did it not once, but twice. Okay. Hurdle, age 30, of Colorado Springs, Colorado, told investigators he purposely shot himself in the foot Wednesday night because he was curious on how it would feel. Investigators went to a hospital around 7 p.m. after getting a call about an accidental gun discharge. Hurdle was quick to correct them that his wounds were anything but accidental. He told officers he intentionally pointed a .22 caliber semi-automatic handgun at his foot and pulled the trigger, according to Fox News. Police said Hurdle told them he was in the garage and decided to take off his boot and shoot his foot. Then he put the boot back on and took another shot, according to KDVR. Hurdle did not sustain any life-threatening injuries from his self-inflicted wounds, according to 9news.com. What Hurdle will do with his newfound knowledge is anyone's guess. However, he will be getting an education in the legal system, according to Westward. Hurdle has been arrested on suspicion of prohibited use of weapons, reckless endangerment, and child abuse because one or more kids may have been in the vicinity when he fired the gun. Fucking dummy. And I'm being very nice there. So I'm going to go ahead and post that story to the 710 Radio Facebook page. Oh my gosh. I don't have Facebook pulled up. I'm slacking. Yes. Do you want to go ask that question on the radio? We're live.
There's a post from Fox 29 saying warning. It looks like lip balm, but it's not. Cops say it's a dangerous new drug called wax, and it's made from oils of marijuana plants.
Come and talk. Get on the microphone. Let everybody know who you are. This is my lovely daughter, Tamara Ann Wainwright. Here, get up to the microphone. There you go. Oop, let me turn you on. Yeah, okay, so my daughter came down and asked me a question. So,
the question was, when people do dabs, they use wax.
Yes.
It's been around for quite a while.
Okay, well, quite a while. I'm going to say within the past 5 years.
A few years.
Yes.
So, one of my Facebook friends shared a post from Fox 29 News, and their caption says, "Warning, it looks like lip balm, but it's not. Cops say it's a dangerous new drug called wax. It's made from the oils of marijuana plants." And it shows wax in a lip balm container.
Let me see the lip balm container. Oh. Well, they're showing. That's two different containers that they're showing there.
Trying to say that kids are using it as...
Okay, the top picture is what I would call butter. That bottom picture is an actual thing of lip balm. I don't know who they're trying to fool there. That you can just forward that to me, and then I'm going to put it on the 710 Radio Facebook page. That's kind of funny. That's what I would call... I love these modern day reefer madness stories. That's kind of funny because, I mean, that was actual lip balm at the bottom there, that bottom picture. I mean, maybe that's what they're trying to say. Okay, that's what it looks like, but that's not what it looks like.
No, I've seen it.
I mean, if you saw that top picture, would you think, oh, here, let me put some on my lips? and just for people's... no, my daughter does not smoke. Do you?
No.
No. She's a good girl.
You're dumb.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, yeah. So, man shoots himself in the foot just to see how it feels. I wonder how it feels. You know what? He should have just asked somebody. I'm sure... Oh, this is an Atlanta story. Police say a potent new drug that looks like lip balm is exploding in popularity in metro Atlanta. According to police, there are several names for the drug, including honeycomb, butter, and wax, which I said it was butter. It can be carried around in a bag hidden in plain sight, basically, said Roswell police officer Zachary Frommer. The drug is made from the oils of the marijuana plant and has a very high concentration of THC. Joint she'd smoke could equal a dose of the wax. All right, said Frommer. Okay, Mr. Frommer, let me help you out just a little tiny bit. If the wax is really good, and hopefully it is, and if it's fire, one dab would equal like smoking one joint. Okay, not joints you smoke could equal the dose of the wax. Wait a minute. It's just kind of backwards. I kind of, but whatever. Okay. Ooh. Roswell police discovered 80 grams of wax during a major drug bust at a home. Roswell police say they believe the people arrested in the drug bust were likely selling to high school kids because it was easy to transport and hide. They have received complaints from parents at Roswell High School. Police say wax is easy to transport and easy to conceal. The drug has the consistency of wax and can be molded into various shapes or simply tiny round balls. It is often found hidden in jars of lip balm because it is basically the same color and texture. I don't know. I've seen some pretty amber wax. I don't know if that's the same as lip balm. I've never seen amber lip balm. Yeah, I don't know. But, well, you know, hopefully they'll get it figured out. Well, they will get it figured out in court one way or another. Atlanta, Georgia, let me see. Are they, I'm not sure if they are legal yet. So, just posted the man shoots himself in the foot. See how it feels. Alright, alright, that's pretty funny, isn't it? I'm sure he could have asked somebody and somebody would, you know.
Would have shot him in the foot for him?
Well, yeah, hey, I would have shot him in the foot for him if he would have asked me. I mean...
I bet you would.
Well, you know what? This guy takes off his boot, shoots himself in the foot. You know that had to fucking hurt. Puts his boot back on, and then shoots his foot again. I guess you just can't.
Fucking idiot.
Right? You just cannot fix stupid, I guess.
Oh my god. Did you want to feel the difference?
I guess, man. I mean, pretty funny stuff. All right, so did you guys hear? Oh, do I go on that one? Oh, yes. Okay. So, there's a story on Fox 59 News, and it's fox59.com. The author is Dan Speller. And let me see. It says, Church of Cannabis prompts more question about marijuana legalization. And this is out of Indianapolis, Indiana. And the question posing to them is, should smoking marijuana be against the law, or should it be legal here in Indiana? Okay, legitimate question. All right, well, lately it's been a big question in the news. Two recent national polls show that 53% of Americans support the idea of legal marijuana, and actually the number is much higher. I'm not sure where he got that 53%. It must have been an old figure. Of course, in some states, smoking weed is legal. A few months ago, we took you to Colorado to show you the effect of their new laws allowing recreational marijuana. Meantime, here in Indiana, a recent Howie Politics Indiana poll showed that 28% said we should keep our state's law the way that they are. Those are the retards. I mean, I'm sorry. No, those... Never mind. Just 24% of Hoosiers supported marijuana for recreational use, while 31% supported legalizing it for medical use. Okay, so let's excuse me. Let's look at that for a minute. 28% said that they would keep the state's law the way that they are. All right, 24% supported marijuana for recreational use. 31% supported it for legalizing it for medicinal uses. So right there, we're already looking at 55% of Indiana is for legalizing marijuana one way or another, while that 28% is the minority now. So, but they try to make it look like that, you know, that 28% is some reason a little bit better. I don't understand. But and then there's that group wanting to use the drug for religious purposes. The First Church of Cannabis is trying to use the new religious freedom law as a loophole. And now they've announced they'll hold their services in an old church building on the southeast side. Okay. On the southeast side of what? And where? We offer sanctuary for those who need it medicinally, and we offer sanctuary for those who want to pray with it, said church founder Bill Levin. But some neighbors say they're not too happy about it. Says we come out and we see marijuana sign outside our door. It's sickening, said neighbor Sarah Taylor. I'm scared that somebody's going to be too high or too drunk and leave. And then what happens? If they cause a wreck, who's going to be held responsible? Oh, my God. Give me a break. Are you... Miss Taylor, are you saying that about bars as well? I hope so. I hope you're saying that about bars. Recently, the Internal Revenue Service has even given its blessing to the church, awarding Levin a non-profit tax-exempt status. You can read the IRS letter off of this webpage, which will be posted here really quick to the 710 Radio Facebook page. Levin said marijuana is his church's holy sacrament, and Indiana's religious freedom law has given was his green light. He assembled a team of attorneys who will use the religious freedom law as a defense if needed in court. Legal experts say the church will have a high burden to prove. The government, meantime, under the religious freedom law, would have to prove a compelling reason to interfere with religious practices. When asked if he'll join members in smoking, Levin responded, "Oh yeah, I'm lighting up. There's no question about it." Levin plans to hold his first services on July 1st, the same day the religious freedom law takes effect. And that's the end of the story. So, what do you guys think? Let me know. Do you think religious freedom law, if Indiana sorry, I wanted to go back to the okay, so the story is posted on 710 radio page, Facebook page. I want to go back where they talk about the First Church of Cannabis is trying to use the new religious freedom law as a loophole. You know what? Who says they're using it as a loophole? The Fox 59 News here, the state of Indiana. Who's saying that they're taking advantage of a loophole? If Indiana passed the religious freedom law, then I don't understand how they're trying to say that he's doing his business, it's a loophole business. I don't understand that one bit, but I do want to say one thing. And let me go back up even further. Okay, so they're called the First Church of Cannabis. Maybe the First Church of Cannabis in Indiana. Because we all know Green Faith Ministries here in Colorado has been around a long time. There's a lot of other cannabis churches that are in California as well that I know have been around for a minute. So it must just be the First Church of Cannabis there in Indiana. But greenfaithministries.com, guys, please go there. I'm a member of that church. And, go there and show support if you're in, no matter where you're at. But honestly, I don't like how they said that they were following on a loophole. Or operating on a loophole. Because that's almost offensive. Actually, that is kind of offensive. Especially if the voters voted for it, So if he's taking advantage of it, he's an I don't know, I want to say entrepreneur, but I don't. They have every right to do it. So, anyways, all right, let's go ahead and whoop whoop. No. So did you guys hear about Louisiana officially decriminalizing cannabis possession? Well, according to thesmokersclub.com, Louisiana officially decriminalizes cannabis possession. Oh, here, I need to get my old man eyes on here so I can see properly. All right, when Governor Bobby Jindal signs HB 149 into law sometime this week, perhaps today, Louisiana will officially become America's 19th state with decriminalized marijuana possession. Let me see. Just 2 weeks after the state Senate gave the bill its overwhelming blessing, Louisiana's House 2 agreed that weed and those that inhale the stuff should be unchained, voting 74-19 in favor of the new legislation. And here's exactly what the bill will do. The bill proposes the following changes. It carves out a new penalty section for possession of less than 14 grams of marijuana, making it punishable by a maximum sentence of 15 days in jail and a $300 fine. It does not change penalties for first offense possession of marijuana involving amounts between 14 grams and 2.5 pounds, keeping the penalty, the misdemeanor charge, at 6 months in jail and a $500 fine for a first offense. Second offenses are a misdemeanor, punishable by up to a $1,000 fine and 6 months in jail. Third offenses are a felony, punishable by up to a $2,500 fine and 2 years in prison. Fourth and subsequent offenses are a felony, punishable by up to a $5,000 fine and an 8 years in prison. The proposal also allows offenders one chance to apply to have their record expunged if they aren't convicted of a marijuana violation within 2 years of the first offense. And then they got it's in parentheses, NOLA.com. It says, critics of the bill will point out that Louisiana still has pretty harsh penalties. 6 months for 14 grams? But progress is progress, and this is clearly a progressive step. Plus, don't expect a half ounce to land anyone in jail for more than 6 months. Oftentimes, parameters like these are more semantic than written in stone. More importantly, the bill will shed $17 million from Louisiana's state budget simply by freeing up the jails and police officers' time, and that's a major victory. As for Louisiana, the state also has a somewhat real, dicey at best though, chance at becoming the South's first state with medical marijuana shops. With arguably the best tourist destination in the country, New Orleans and Vegas are close, and the bustling Bourbon Street shrouded with munchies, casinos, head shops, and people looking to get twisted, the state just makes sense for Sensimilia. So what do you think, guys? Isn't it progress? Man, I'm not sure, though. Well, yes, it is. In my book, it is. Especially with... Sorry, I'm posting that story up on the Facebook page, on the 710 Radio Facebook page. Alright, it's up. Let me find. It is any steps especially in Louisiana, towards marijuana legalization are good steps, are needed steps, are necessary steps. Let me see here. Because, for one, Louisiana right now maintains the highest incarceration rate in the United States. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's an article. It's kind of old. Let me see. How old is it? Oh no, not really. It's fairly recent. Okay, it's dated September 16, 2014, by Julia O'Donoghue. NOLA.com is the website, and the article headline is Louisiana sees prison population fall, but maintains the highest incarceration rate in the United States. It's saying Louisiana saw a 2.2% drop in its prison population last year, but it still had the highest incarceration rate for any state in the country by far. According to a new report from the U.S. Department of Justice, as of December 2013, Louisiana imprisoned 39,298 people in state and federal correctional facilities. A year earlier, the state had 40,170 people behind bars. Around 847 people per 100,000 Louisiana residents were incarcerated last year. Holy shit. Wow. Louisiana had not only the highest incarceration rate in 2013, but is one of only 5 states that had an imprisonment rate of more than 600 people per 100,000 residents. Mississippi has the next highest state incarceration rate to Louisiana at 692 people per 100,000 residents. Man, that's a lot of people. The state also housed a far higher percentage of its prisoners in local jails as opposed to state or federal correctional facilities than any other place. Approximately 52% of people incarcerated in Louisiana were kept in a local jail in 2013. The state with the next highest rate was Kentucky at 39%. though Louisiana has the highest incarceration rate overall, its imprisonment rate for women isn't even among the top 5 in the country. Women are incarcerated at the highest rates in Oklahoma, Idaho, South Dakota, Alabama, and Arizona. Across the country, the combined state and federal prison population increased by 0.7% from 2012 to 2013, and approximately 1.6 million people last December. The prison population in 28 states, excluding Louisiana, obviously also rose during this time period. Nearly 3% of all black men in the United States are behind bars. Wow. Compared to 0.5% of all white men in the country. Black men who were 18 to 19 years old were 9 times more likely to be imprisoned than their white peers in 2013, according to the report. And then they have a link to the report. Says, read the rest of the federal report on U.S. incarceration rates here, or look at the document below. Yeah, I'm glad I saw this page because I was going to go to that document before. But I'm going to go ahead and post this story onto the 710 radio page. And it is up. Alright, so let me see here. We're going to go to a break here real quick. And, yeah, never mind. I'm not going to go to that one. So, right now, with Louisiana decriminalizing marijuana, even though, I mean, like I said, small steps are better than no steps at all. So, you know, I mean, I applaud them on that, but you know what, now, sorry about that. When we come back from break, Louisiana voters actually get to decide on legalizing marijuana in 2016, so we're going to talk about that. And we will talk about some other states as well. And of course, we're going to talk pot. Man, I got a joint rolled right now, some Durban Poison that's been, this came from a hydroponic plant, actually, out, kind of outdoors. It was in a greenhouse. But man, it tastes good. This one joint has lasted me for about 2 hours. It's like, damn! It's good to get you high, man, I'm telling you. Just had a planting season here in Colorado. But man, with all this damn rain, it's supposed to be hail tonight and everything like that. I got all my buckets ready for my babies that are outdoors. Just have a little junk, get out there to get to them. But hey, you know, I'm praying that don't get too bad. So I hope anybody that's got crops outdoors, you know, I hope, especially here in Colorado, that they're safe tonight with the weather. Guys, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and I think, I hope that you guys enjoy the music selection I got for you guys tonight. But this is 710 Radio Moth 22.9, and you know what, guys? We will be right back.
Take this moment and grow big like a pro. LMW Agency presents Limpic Newts. That's Limpic Newts, all-in-one organic nutrient. You can grow big like a pro. From beginner to a pro. It is the most affordable nutrient to hit the streets with the most power to its punch. It has definitely got an X-Cup win under its belt. It is definitely highly in demand in Colorado. You can get your own Olympic Veg, Olympic Bloom, and Olympic Bloom Blaster. Oh my God. Growing big ain't easy, but now it is. We have changed the game. You can go to canna-olympics.com and you can find out more about Olympic Newts. That's Olympic Newts, all-in-one organic nutrient. Oh, it's the best pack of the power for the punch. You can grow big like a pro. Olympic Newts. TH Custom Promotions. That's right, TH Custom Promotions. Your promotional product headquarters. It's the home of the Brandon Man. Quality custom products you can't find anywhere else. I'm talking about you can get wonderful trays. You can get papers with your name on them. You can get 3-piece grinders, t-shirts and sweatshirts, apothecary jars, disposable lighters, caps and headwear. And you can get this all with the Brandon Man at TH Custom Promos. That's TH Custom Promos. And you can find them at thcustompromos.com. That's thcustompromos.com. And tell them Can Olympics sent you. I'm different.
Colorado marijuana activist, you rose up in the face of harassment and prosecution. You refuse to be silent no more. You said enough is enough. You fought for your rights and the rights of others. Your determination, courage, and heart will not be forgotten. 710 Radio proudly stands up and thanks you. You are Colorado strong. 710 Radio is honored to be smoking and rocking in the same state as you. May the rest of your journeys be filled with all that is green. Stay blessed, Colorado marijuana activist. 710 Radio smokes this joint and this dab in your honor.
'cause I like to steal. Take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to heal. I like to steal. I'm half the man I used to be. Well, I'm half the man I used to be. Half the man I used to be. Feeling uninspired, think I'll start a fire. Everybody run, Bobby's got a gun. Think you're kinda neat, then she tells me I'm a creep. Friends don't mean a thing, guess I'll leave it up to me, yeah. Take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to heal. Take time with a wounded hand, guess I like to steal. Take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to heal. I like to steal. I'm half the man I used to be. Well, I'm half the man I used to be.
All right, we are back. 710 Radio Month, 22.9 Denver, Colorado. So, let's talk pot. All right, me. Man, guys, the chat lines are open. So please, man, I want you guys to join in, man. What do you guys like? How do you like to smoke? Are you a joint? Are you a flower person or are you a dab person? If you like flower, do you like joints? Do you like bongs, pipes, blunts? Me personally, I'm a joint and a bong man. I like those too. Haven't been able to hold on to a pipe in a long damn time. Man, I had this one pipe, glass pipe, that I had for like 3 years. Man, during that whole time, people all around me were breaking their glass pipes. They couldn't hold on to their glass pipes for nothing. And me, I held on to my glass pipe for, like I said, 3 years. And one day, I put it in my lap, and I stood up on some concrete, and crash. Broke that thing all to pieces, man. And ever since that day, man, I have not been able to hold on to a glass pipe for the life of me. So I got so frustrated that, I mean, it would seem like I bought a pipe and I would break it instantly. Go buy another one, break it instantly. So I get frustrated, start smoking bong a little bit or joint. Get wanting to smoke a pipe again, so I go back, buy a pipe, boom, break it instantly. I'm like, oh man, are you freaking serious? So, yeah, I stuck with my joints and bongs here lately. I haven't broken either one. But been noticing I do smoke a lot more blunts nowadays, which I don't mind them. Not at all. But I don't know. Where are you guys from? And where do you, what's it like in your area? Are you in a legal state yet? Whether it be marijuana or, marijuana, medical or recreational. Where you guys at? So, oh man. Alright, so I'm going to get back to what we were talking about. The dailychronic.net has a story, which I am putting up on the 710 radio page right now on Facebook. It says, Louisiana voters could decide on legalizing marijuana in 2016. And this is by Thomas H. Clark of the Daily Chronic. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A lawmaker from Baton Rouge wants voters in Louisiana to decide on legalizing marijuana in 2016. Representative Dalton Honore, Democrat of Baton Rouge, pre-filed House Bill 117 last week in advance of the 2015 legislative session, which starts in mid-April. If approved by the legislature, voters would make the final decision during the upcoming 2016 elections. While marijuana reform may not be a top priority for Louisiana lawmakers, Honore says that the legislature should act quickly to approve his bill, regardless of how they feel about recreational use of marijuana. We either vote for it to give the people option to vote for it or against it, up or down, Honore says. It is not a vote for marijuana. It is an option to let the people vote for it. Amen, sir. I agree with you 100%. It comes down to a basic human right. So, if passed by the legislature, if passed by the legislature and voters, HB 117 would legalize the recreational use of marijuana in Louisiana by adults 21 or older. This would make the possession, distribution, or dispensing of marijuana, tetrahydrocannabinols, or chemical derivatives thereof legal for anyone 21 or older, and would also allow for the retail sales and taxation of marijuana. You go, sir. You rock on, man. I mean, if approved, marijuana possession and distribution offenses would be removed from Louisiana's criminal code. State lawmakers would have until August 1, 2018 to create a regulatory system for legal marijuana sales and taxes, including any rules and regulations regarding a post-prohibition Louisiana. The bill does not address home cultivation post-legalization. Currently, cultivation offenses are considered distribution or personal possession limits. Interesting. Okay. Louisiana is currently home to some of the harshest penalties for marijuana possession in the country. Possession of any amount of marijuana, no matter how small, can result in a 6-month prison sentence for the first offense. Not jail sentence, prison. Penalties for a second offense can result in up to 5 years in prison, with subsequent offenses bringing up to 20 years in jail. Wow. For someone with a previous felony conviction, a conviction for marijuana possession, even as little as a gram, can result in a possible life sentence, which is more severe than the penalties for the most violent crimes in the state. Holy moly. Wow. Okay, it goes on to say, we still have the mentality to put them in jail, lock them up, and throw away the key, says Representative Honore. We incarcerate more persons per 1,000 than anywhere in the world in Louisiana. According to the Louisiana Department of Corrections, as of June 2013, there are 1,372 people serving jail time in Louisiana for marijuana possession offensive. Recent polls have found broad support for removing criminal penalties for marijuana possession in the state. Louisiana's 2015 legislative session begins April 13th, runs through June. In order for the bill to reach voters, the House would need to approve the bill before June 8th. Ooh, wait a minute. Isn't it the 11th today? It sure enough is. For sending the bill to the Senate. If the Senate also approves the bill, voters would have the final say in November 2016 elections. The bill has been assigned to the House Administration and Criminal Justice Committee. Well, I tell you what. It looks like I got some digging to do and some more research to do. I need to find out if it's if it went through or not. I gotta do some more research, and I apologize that I don't have a follow up on that. Dagnabbit. Alright, well, but I will get it. Alright. So with hopefully Louisiana going to be legalizing or coming up for vote in 2016. Who else is going to be voting for legalization of marijuana? Well, according to Time.com, these 5 states could legalize marijuana in 2016. The article is by Katie Steinmetz. And I'm not going to go through... Yeah, well, wait a minute. Okay, fine. Nevada. Voters said and advocates believe they can get similar measures on the ballot in 4 other states. So, Nevada lawmakers adjourned without voting on a petition submitted by residents to legalize marijuana and regulate it like alcohol. That means the initiative is going on the ballot in 2016, making Nevada the first state to officially be voting on pot legalization in the next election. Voters will have the opportunity to end marijuana prohibition next year and replace it with a policy that actually makes sense. Mason Tybert, spokesman for the Marijuana Policy Project, said in a statement, law enforcement officials will be able to spend their time addressing more serious crimes, and adults will no longer be punished simply for using marijuana, which, you know, law enforcement need to actually focus on people breaking real laws. Okay, if voters approve the initiative, Nevada will become the 5th state after Colorado, Washington, Oregon, and Alaska to have a legal weed market. But chances are it won't be the only state considering the option. Here are the 4 other states that marijuana law reformers are betting will have legalization votes on the ballot in 2016. California. Now, groups like MPP and the Drug Policy Alliance are hard at work crafting the language for a ballot initiative in the Golden State. Issues like production limits and whether home growing is allowed can divide voters, and established medical marijuana businesses for advocating. Framing the initiative for success is particularly important given California's influence as a regulatory laboratory. California was the first state to adopt a medical marijuana law, and it inspired states around the country to adopt similar laws, Tybert says. It's a state that carries a lot of weight nationwide. It's a massive population center, and it's a very diverse state. While California is packed with liberal politicians, the state also has conservative strongholds that have mobilized on ballot initiatives in the past. Excuse me. If an initiative passes there, advocates will trumpet it as evidence that legalization has wide bipartisan appeal. Okay, so the next state, Arizona. So far, legalization has taken root in western liberal coastal states and libertarian mountain states. Conservative voters, which outnumber liberals in Arizona, are less likely to support recreational pot, but they are moving in that direction. A new poll from progressive firms, SKD Knickerbocker and Benson Strategy Group, found that 61% of Americans support legalization nationwide. Okay, I thought that number was higher than what that one article was saying. including 71% of Democrats and 48% of Republicans. In 2014, Gallup found that 51% of Americans support legalization, down from 58% the year before. The federalism argument is starting to see traction, says the Drug Policy Alliance Malik Burnett. Young Republicans are driving the charge, with 6 in 10 of them siding with those who want to make weed legit. And young voters are more likely to turn out in a presidential election year like 2016. That only bodes positive for the initiative, Burnett says. Come on, scroll down. All right, the next one is Maine. 2012, Ron Paul won the majority of Republican delegates in Maine, the state next door to the one where Mitt Romney was governor, which is to say the libertarian vein runs deep. Voters in 2 main cities have also proved willing to legalize marijuana in largely symbolic votes in recent years. The state's largest city, Portland, as well as South Portland, voted to make it legal for adults to possess a small amount of marijuana, though it remains illegal under state law and local enforcement hasn't changed their ways. The vote in Portland happened in 2013, making it the first city on the East Coast to pass such a measure. The smaller city of Lewiston voted against a similar measure last year, but Tybert says that the most important result of the city-level campaigns is that people in the state are thinking about legalization and at least hearing the arguments from their side. There's been an ongoing public dialogue, he says. I've always believed that the more people learn about marijuana and the fact that it's not as dangerous as they've been led to believe, the more likely they are to support treating it that way, which is very true. Okay, the next one is Massachusetts. Voters in Massachusetts also have marijuana fresh in their minds. In 2012, residents voted to legalize medical marijuana after decriminalizing the drug in 2008. Both measures passed with over 60% of the vote in 2014. More than a dozen districts in the state supported non-binding ballot measures indicating support for legalizing marijuana, and the state legislature has heard testimony on the legalization bill. As a result, activists are concentrating their efforts in the Commonwealth. Organizations are preparing to spend money and mobilize signature gatherers once they've settled on the ballot wording. It won't be a cakewalk. Excuse me, I need to grab some water here. Oh, there we go. All right. Where's that word, cakewalk? Okay, it won't be a cakewalk. Some state lawmakers have expressed skepticism that the people there are prepared to legalize recreational weed while their market for medical marijuana is still getting off the ground. Yes, man, we wouldn't want those poor guys just experiencing medical marijuana to go right for recreational. I mean, come on, let's let them just ease into, come on, man, really? despite the state's liberal bent. I'm not sure people in the state are ready for that. I'm certainly not sure I'm ready for that, a Democratic lawmaker told the Boston Globe. Of course he's not. Legalization advocates, of course, are betting that they can convince a majority of people heading to the polls that the time is right. In any state, we're up against 80 years of marijuana prohibition and efforts to demonize marijuana type, it says. Our goal remains the same, and that is to educate voters. And you know, I gotta agree with that, man. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and post this up on the 710 Radio Facebook page. Let me see here. It is. It's up. All right. So. Oops. Want to make sure. Okay. Yep. That was okay. So that's the end of that story. All right, guys. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and just take another music break. I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind that. When we get back, we're gonna talk about some hospitals. We're gonna talk about some taxes. Yeah, why not? What the heck, man? But alright. So let me see. Where were we? Alright, well, alright, yeah, that's alright, guys. We're gonna go ahead and take a break, and we will be back. This is 710 Radio Moth 22.9 here in Denver, Colorado, man.
When I was young, I knew everything. She a punk who rarely ever took advice. Now I'm guilt-stricken, sobbing with my head on the floor, stopping baby's breath and a shoe full of rice. No, can't be held responsible, 'cause she was touching her face. Be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we never compromised. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. Friend took a week's vacation to forget her. This girl took a week's worth of Valium and slapped him. Now he's guilt-stricken, sobbing with his head on the floor. Thinks about him now and how he never really wept, he said. Can't be held responsible, 'cause she was touching her face. I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we never compromised. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. Tried to wash our hands of all of us. We never talk of our lack in relationships and how we're guilt-stricken, sobbing with our heads on the floor. We fell through the ice when we tried not to slip, we'd say it. Can't be held responsible, 'cause she was touching her face. And I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we'd never compromise. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die 40 cents. We were merely freshmen. For the life of me, I cannot remember what was just a dream. That was just a dream. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion, trying to keep up with you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I said too much. I haven't said enough. I thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. But that was just a dream. Try, cry, fly, try. That was just a dream. Just a dream. Just a dream. Dream. She has me like a Pisces when I am weak. I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks. I've been drawn into your magnet trap. I wish I could eat your cancer when you turn back. Hey, wait, I got a real complaint. Forever step to your prices of life. Hey, wait, I got a real complaint. Forever step to your prices of life. Hey, wait, I got a real complaint.
All right, we are back. 710 Radio Moth 22.9 here in Denver, Colorado. Hope you guys enjoyed that music break. All right, got a question for you guys. So, is it unprofessional for like me as a radio DJ host to smoke marijuana while we're having a marijuana talk show? I don't know, just a question. Wondering what you guys think. I would like to know. Because I do it all the time. Is it a bad habit? Should I not do it? I don't know. I think for a marijuana talk show, we should at least be smoking. But what do you think? I don't know. I loaded up a bong hit, some Durban Poison, hydroponic. It's actually deep water culture. But, you know, I mean, hydroponic just means growing with water. Deep water culture, you're still growing with water. So, love the flavor, love the smell. Oh, yeah. So, now that's the part where I can see where it could be unprofessional. But, alright. You can hear my dogs. My dogs hear me coughing, so now they're barking. They actually have no idea what they're barking at. They just heard something. My oldest dog's going deaf, so he relies on my little yapper to warn him. Well, unfortunately, my little yapper is just that. He's a yapper. He yaps at everything. So my bigger dog reacts to everything that he reacts to now. And it's like, oh my God, really? Come on, man. I'm going to buy you a hearing aid. So, one thing, you know, I love Colorado and Washington for being the first to legalize marijuana recreationally. You know, I love the fact that we were also one of the first, you know, can't take out California being the first, but, you know, then Oregon, then us, if I'm not mistaken, how it went with medical. Now, if I'm wrong, please let me know. Okay, but since us legalizing marijuana, whether it be recreational or medical, the one thing that I love, the one thing that I have just been loving to see about these other states when they go to legalizing medical or recreational, however the case is, I love the forward thinking and, you know, common sense thinking that some of these states have been putting out there. Some of those ideas make me say, damn, man, why didn't Colorado do this? You know, why, you know, but I mean, I give these states nothing but serious props, man. I mean, there is a story by New York Times, and of course it's on nytimes.com. The headline, hospitals back providers applying for New York State marijuana licenses. This is by, oh my goodness, she's Anemona Hardocolis. Wow, that's a rough name. I'm sorry that I probably butchered your name. So it goes, New York's new medical marijuana program has drawn interest of several major hospitals, which have formed alliances with aspiring growers to try to make the drug accessible to their patients. Friday, the deadline was for companies to apply to become one of up to 5 licensed medical marijuana producers and distributors in the state. The state health department said on Friday that it was not yet able to release the number or names of the companies that had applied. But one hospital group, North Shore Long Island Jewish Health System, with a heavy presence in the east of New York, in and east of New York City, announced that it had applied for a license in partnership with Silver Peak Apothecary, a medical marijuana company based in Colorado, where marijuana has been legalized for medical and recreational use. A new company, Silver Peak, New York, was created for the application. Michael Dowling, chief executive of the North Shore LIG system, said in a statement that it had formed the partnership because it recognizes the importance of our patients having access to every legal option to manage the symptoms of their illness. If there is clinical evidence to support marijuana's use for the condition. Right on. Hospitals seeking a foothold in the medical marijuana are generally academic medical centers that could use access to the drug to research its impact on diseases like Alzheimer's, epilepsy, and cancer. Licensure could also ensure that their patients would have access to the drug, since insurance companies do not cover medical marijuana. GNYHA Ventures, the business arm of the Greater New York Hospital Association, a hospital trade group, is also part of an application. According to a spokeswoman for the group, the association did not release further details on Friday. The two major academic medical centers, the University of Rochester Medical Center and Mount Sinai Medical Health System in Manhattan, said they had been in talks with one or more companies that applied for a license and would work with them if they were chosen by the state. But the medical centers said that they were not applying themselves for medical marijuana licenses. Peter Robinson, Chief Operating Officer of the University of Rochester Medical Center, said that the medical center had entered into talks, not contracts, with any companies it supported, but that the center was positively encouraged it would have relationships going forward if they get one of the licenses. He said Rochester Medical Center would not have an on-site dispensary because of difficulties with having for-profit activity inside of a non-profit medical center. The health department expects to choose up to 5 producers within the next month or so, officials said. Those 5 producers would each be able to run up to 4 medical marijuana dispensaries in various parts of the state. Applicants have to show that they have rights to the real estate necessary to produce and distribute the marijuana. The drug is supposed to become available to patients in January. It will be available for only 10 conditions specified in the law, and it will take the form of drops, vapor, or capsules, and cannot be smoked or put into edibles. There was a correction. Because of an editing error, a picture caption with an article in some editions on Saturday about the interest shown by several major hospitals in New York. New medical marijuana program described incorrectly the type of facility that was shown. The white building in Greenwich Village affiliated with the North Shore LIG system is an emergency center, not a hospital. Oh, they're talking about the picture that you first see, which I will go ahead and post this story to the 710 radio page. Get scrolled up there. And it is... It's posted, and you'll see the white building that I was talking about. But no, that's a cool story, though. You know, I mean, that's forward thinking from the hospitals. Need to give them props for that, man. That's for darn sure, man. Heck yeah. Like I said, I wish the hospitals here in Colorado would be doing that. I mean, God, we have so many of them here in Colorado. It would be nice to see some forward thinking like that. So, let me see here. Looks like we got some legal marijuana faces another federal hurdle. Taxes. This is by Jack Healy, and the website is NewYorkTimes.com. This is a problem that we've been having here in Colorado. I'm not sure if they're having the same problems in Washington, Oregon, and California about, the banking issue. Now, excuse me. Had a burp. Felt like it was coming up, but it won't come up. So, anyways, all right. This New York Times article is about, like I said, legal marijuana faces another federal hurdle, taxes. So, Denver. Money was pouring into Bruce Nassau's 5 Colorado marijuana shops when his accountant called with the bad news. The 2014... Man, when the hell is this? When was this story? Oh, this is a... I apologize. This is a... Oh, well... It's not even 30 days old, so never mind. It's still fairly recent. Alright, money was pouring into Bruce Nassau's 5 Colorado marijuana shops when his accountant called with the bad news. The 2014 tax season was approaching, and Mr. Nassau could not rely on the galaxy of deductions that other businesses use to reduce their tax bills. He was going to owe the Internal Revenue Service a small fortune. He says, I had to write a check for $275,000, Mr. Nassau said. Unbelievable. The country's rapidly growing marijuana industry has a tax problem. Yes, it does. I'm not sure if tax problem or more of a banking problem, but even as more states embrace legal marijuana, no, they do have a tax problem. They are right. Even as more states embrace legal marijuana, shops say they are being forced to pay crippling federal income taxes because of decade-old law aimed at preventing drug dealers from claiming their smuggling costs and couriers as business expenses on their tax returns. Congress passed that law in 1982 after a cocaine and methamphetamine dealer in Minneapolis who had been jailed on drug charges went to tax court to argue that the money he spent on travel, phone calls, packaging, and even a small scale should be considered tax write-offs. The provision, still enforced by the IRS, bans all tax credits and deductions from the illegal trafficking in drugs. Well, I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but these are legal businesses in legal states. So, I don't understand why they wouldn't be allowed to file deductions like any other normal business. That just don't make any sense whatsoever. But, you know, like I said, there are bills at the federal level, and, you know, parts of them are being passed right now. We're already seeing some of them take effect. They've been announced. I even talked about some of them on a previous show. So, things are changing, my friends. Things are changing, both state and federal. This won't be a problem here very much longer, but this is an issue that they need to address right now, not down the road. Because I hope they discuss in this article about how dangerous it is for these cash-only businesses. All the extra money that you got to pay for security and everything. But I'm going to hopefully... Alright, so marijuana business owners say it prevents them from deducting their rent, employee salaries, or utility bills, and forcing them to pay taxes on a far larger amount of income than non-marijuana businesses with the same earnings and cost. They also say the taxes, which apply to medical and recreational sellers alike, are stunting their hiring or even threatening to drive them out of business. The issue reveals a growing chasm between the 23 states plus the District of Columbia that allowed medical or recreational marijuana, and the federal bureaucracy which includes national forests in Colorado, where possession is a federal crime. Federally regulated banks that turn away marijuana businesses and the halls. Colorado, where possession is a federal crime. Federally regulated banks that turn away marijuana businesses and the halls of the IRS. Okay. While President Obama and top federal officials have allowed states to pursue legalization, marijuana advocates say that the dissonance between increasingly permissive state laws and federal prohibitions is creating a morass of complications and uncertainty. Yeah, they're right. I mean, it's like a walking contradiction. Okay, the tax rule, an obscure provision referred to as 280E, catches many marijuana entrepreneurs by surprise, often in the form of an audit notice from the IRS. Some marijuana businesses in Colorado, California, and other marijuana-friendly states have challenged the IRS in tax court. Excuse me. This year, Allgreens, a marijuana shop in Colorado, successfully challenged an IRS policy that imposed about $30,000 in penalties for paying its payroll taxes in cash. Common in an industry in which businesses rely on armed guards and cash-stuffed safes because they cannot get bank accounts. We're talking about legal businesses, licensed businesses, said Rachel Gillette, the executive director of the Colorado chapter of the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, and the lawyer who represented Allgreens. There is no reason that they should be taxed out of existence by the federal government. Right. It's kind of that walking contradiction thing, where the federal government says they're not going to interfere in states' decisions, but then they interfere this way by not allowing banking and taxes. It's a contradiction. All right. A normal business, for example, might pay a 30% federal rate on its taxable income, which would represent its gross income minus deductible business expenses. A marijuana business, on the other hand, might pay the same federal rate on all of its gross income because it cannot take these deductions. The difference can raise the rate on marijuana business to 70% or more of its profits. Wow. Wow. Okay. Miss Gillette said she represented a dispensary owner who had taken in $1.7 million last year before expenses and had received a tax bill of $866,000. Holy moly. They are negotiating with tax officials, she said. Wow. That's a shame. Are you serious? $866,000. Man, where's my calculator? Because, man, we're talking $144,000. That'd make it $1 million, then 0.7. Oh my goodness. So
Well, the government's about a bunch of greedy-ass motherfuckers. Alright, so Colorado and a handful of other states have changed their tax laws to let legal marijuana businesses take deduction on their state returns. And this month, Senator Ron Wyden and Representative Earl Blumenauer, both Democrats of Oregon, which legalized recreational marijuana last year, introduced legalization that would allow marijuana businesses that are following their state legalization laws to take regular deductions on their federal returns. Thank you, sirs. It is affecting thousands of businesses, and it's doubling, tripling, and quadrupling their taxes. Mr. Blumenauer says it just cripples them. Yes, it is, man. I mean, come on, man. You know, the federal government wants 860. You know, they're. My God, 866,000 on 1.7 million. You know, that's crippling. That's absolute crippling. The current system, he says, encourages marijuana sellers to file tax returns that do not follow the law and simply hope the IRS does not spot them. But Kevin Sabet, president of Smart Approaches to Marijuana, a leading critic of legalization, said it made no sense to give tax breaks to companies openly violating federal law by selling marijuana gummies and lollipops. Accountants and tax lawyers who are inundated with calls from marijuana shops these days say the rules are murky and make little sense. If marijuana retailers dedicate part of their stores to yoga, drug education, selling non-drug merchandise, they can deduct part of their rent. If employers split the time between cleaning the store and selling marijuana, are their salaries partly deductible? There is no clear direction, said Scott Levy, an accountant in Arizona, who said that marijuana sellers made up about 1/5 of his business. You find all these little weird strategies that people use to try to parse the definitions. Oddly, accountants said, one expense that marijuana retailers can easily take off their taxes is the marijuana itself. Interesting. Okay. The wording of the tax laws and their interpretation since states began to legalize medical marijuana has allowed businesses to deduct the expenses of wholesale marijuana or growing the plant from the price of the seeds or baby plants to the water and the growing lights needed to produce it. Only when retailers go to sell those buds, brownies, or marijuana-infused drinks do the tax restrictions kick in. Dispensary owners who once feared raids by drug enforcement agents say they take pride in paying their taxes like any other business. They say it brings them out of the shadows and distinguishes them from the black market. Marijuana advocate trumpet tax collection numbers to show that the industry is pouring millions of dollars into state budgets. Oh yeah, Colorado loves the marijuana revenues. The sales tax that they get every year. I'm telling you, they loved it this year. It is the last domino that has to fall for us to be treated like any other business in the country, said Tim Cullen, a co-owner of 5 marijuana shops in Colorado. We are not a black market cocaine dealer. We are totally on board and on the level, and we like to be treated as such. But every year, Mr. Cullen said, he attaches a cover letter to his tax return explaining what kind of business he runs. In Seattle, John Davis earned $53,369 in profits last year from his medical marijuana dispensary, the Northwest Patient Resource Center, because he complied with all the tax ruling prohibiting deductions. He said he ended up owing $46,340 in taxes. Wow. It hurt. And it hurt bad, he said. Everyone thinks you're just rolling in dough. That may be the case if you're not being compliant. You're not making the money. You're holding on, hoping for a better day. Man, I cannot believe that tax rates that these guys are paying. I mean, that's just absolutely insane. I mean, you're still in poverty, especially him. You know, his profit, he put that makes it what? Well, I'm posting the story right now on 710 Radio Facebook page, and it is up. All right. So, man, that is absolutely ridiculous. So, 46, 47, 48, 49, 51, 52. So that means he made just $7,000 last year. You know, that's still poverty level numbers. Man. That's absolutely ridiculous. That just blows me away, man. I mean, honestly. Because I almost opened up a dispensary in the early days. I mean, that's how long I've been playing in this game. But, I knew that we were going to have to pay a lot in taxes, but, I didn't realize that, well over 75% of your earnings. I mean, my goodness. That's like a pimp taking money from a whore. And giving her a little bit of a kickback. Telling her, get back to work, bitch. I mean, the federal government needs to get on their, needs to speed up and get their act together and get some things changed, because I mean that's ridiculous. I feel bad for those guys now. I mean, that's just absolutely insane. So guys, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I'm gonna leave you out with some music. It's I got an early day at the office in the morning, and so I hope you guys have a great evening. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I hope you have a blessed day tomorrow. Peace and one love, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Remember to pay it forward. Smile. It might just change somebody's day. And remember, guys, this is 710 Radio Mile 22.9 in Denver, Colorado. And we will be talking to you soon. Peace out.
I know and cried, calling me back to myself. Like the one you knew before, calling me back once again. I nearly lost you there, and it's taken us somewhere. I nearly lost you there. Let's try to sleep now. Drag me far enough to know I'll blind every mile that you burn. There's a rider that's falling in. It's clear there's no time to return. I nearly lost you there. And it's taken us somewhere. I nearly lost you there. Let's try to see now. Did you hear the distant light calling me back to myself? Like the one you knew before, calling me back once again. I nearly lost you there. And it's taken us somewhere. I nearly lost you there. Well, let's try to sing now. I nearly lost you there. I nearly lost you. I nearly lost you there. I nearly lost you there. I nearly lost you there. Nearly lost you there. Lightning crashes and your mother cries. Hopeless until it falls to the floor. The angel opens her eyes. The confusion sets in before the doctor can even close the door. Lightning crashing and old mother things fall to the floor. The angel closes her eyes. The confusion that was hers belongs now to the baby down the hall. Oh, my feeling coming back again like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pulling from the center of the earth. I can feel it. Lightning crashes, gloom of the cries. This moment she's been waiting for. The angel opens her eyes, pale blue-colored eyes, presents the circle, puts the glory out to hide. Oh, my feeling coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pulling from the center of the earth. I guess I can feel it. I can feel it. until the day was gone, and I sat in regret of all the things I've done, for all that I've blessed and all that I've wronged, in dreams until my death I will wander on in your house along to be room by room, patiently I'll wait for you there, like the storm. I'll wait for you there, hey, I ain't never coming home. Hey, I'm just wandering by your road. Hey, I can meet you here tomorrow. No, say goodbye, don't follow. Misery so hollow. Hey, you will live a life worthwhile. Hey, you pass me down that bottle. Hey, you can't shake me round now. I get so lost and don't know how. It hurts to care I'm gone now. Say goodbye, don't call